I've covered a lot of Netflix period dramas in my previous video, but what about the great shows you're missing if you only stick to Netflix? Today I'm focusing on historical series, as always, and let me tell you, there are some absolute masterpieces on other streaming services. So let's dive into the top 10 historical series not on Netflix, starting with number 10. First up, The Tudors. Honestly, it was tough putting this list together. Had to cut a ton of shows I really like, but The Tudors had to be here because it was probably the first really good historical series I got into. It's all about Henry VIII, his chaotic marriages, political backstabbing, wars, basically the wildest bits of English history. Kind of like a proto-Game of Thrones, except it came out before that was even a thing. Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and Henry Cavill star here, both pretty young, both pretty great. Definitely leans into the sensational stuff, all the palace drama, schemes, betrayals. It originally ran for 4 seasons, 38 episodes total on Showtime. These days you'll find it streaming on Amazon Prime and on Channel 4 if you're in the UK. Next up, Black Sails, set in the pirate-infested Caribbean of the early 1700s. Follows Captain Flint, his crew, and their violent, gritty life of treasure hunting and piracy. It's basically the prequel to the classic novel Treasure Island. The cool thing about Black Sails, it's got real historical pirates like Blackbeard mixed in with fictional characters from the book. And unlike the usual pirate fantasy, this one doesn't romanticize anything. It's dirty, brutal, rough stuff, exactly how piracy probably was. They blend real historical events with fiction perfectly. 4 seasons, 38 episodes, it aired on Starz. You can still catch it streaming there, and it's also available on Amazon Prime in some places. At number 8, we've got The Chosen, which tells the story of Jesus, but not your usual religious drama. Instead of just retelling Bible stories, it's shown through the lives and perspectives of his followers. This is genuinely one of the most praised and well-produced religious dramas ever. Feels totally realistic, with a great sense of the culture and society in Judea at the time. Roman occupation, Jewish traditions, everyday struggles. Even if you're just into ancient history, there's a ton here to appreciate. The series is still ongoing. A 5th season is coming soon. You can watch it on Prime, Peacock, Apple TV+, or even directly on their site for free. Next, we've got Shogun, set in 17th century feudal Japan. Follows an English navigator shipwrecked there, suddenly thrown into samurai politics and intense power struggles. This isn't a soap opera type drama. This is the kind of drama that's more like classic Greek tragedy. Characters making tough decisions, moral compromises, dealing with destiny, betrayal, pride, clashing beliefs, stuff like that. When it came out, it absolutely dominated at the Emmys, broke some records. Probably the best overall series of 2024, and luckily, there's more coming. You can stream season 1 on Hulu in the US or on Disney Plus basically everywhere else. At number 6, it's Spartacus from 2010. Based on the true story of the famous gladiator who started out enslaved, forced into the arena, and eventually led a massive rebellion against Rome. It's gritty, violent, super intense, really immerses you in the brutal, corrupt Roman world. If you liked the movie Gladiator, imagine that, just way more intense and graphic. Spartacus is pretty much the historical symbol of rebellion, and this series nails exactly why. It aired on Starz, lasted 3 seasons, 39 episodes total, and you can still find it streaming on their platform right now. This one's about Prohibition-era Atlantic City, back when alcohol was banned and bootlegging made gangsters filthy rich. It centers around this corrupt politician who pretty much runs the town and controls the liquor trade. Boardwalk Empire gets everything right. The period details, the clothes, the music, all spot on. It's got gangsters like Al Capone and Lucky Luciano woven into the story. But more than anything, it's about how organized crime exploded because of Prohibition. Real history mixed with really tight drama. Every character feels authentic, complicated, and real. If you love crime shows or that early 20th century America vibe, don't miss it. 5 seasons, 56 episodes, all streaming on Max. Chernobyl takes you right inside the 1986 nuclear disaster, maybe the worst nuclear accident in history, and shows exactly how it all unfolded. The explosion itself, the frantic efforts to contain it, the brutal cover-ups by Soviet officials who cared more about saving face than lives. What sets Chernobyl apart is how accurate it is, down to every detail. The buildings, the clothes, even the radiation burns, all carefully researched and recreated. It's terrifying because it's true, and it's basically about what happens when governments lie. There's a reason it's rated so high on IMDb, 9.3, one of the best ever. If you're into Cold War stuff or just powerful historical drama, you have to watch it. It's on Max, too. Deadwood's about this rough mining town in South Dakota where gold is bringing in all kinds of people: outlaws, prospectors, shady business types. No laws, no rules, just greed and violence. And this is definitely one of the best Western shows ever. Not just great acting, although Ian McShane is absolutely killer here as Al Swearingen, but the dialogue, characters, everything feels real. It's Shakespearean in a gritty Western way. Nobody's purely good or purely evil, just morally messy. The show strips off all those romantic cowboy cliches, showing how the West probably really was: dirty, dangerous, and brutal. All 3 seasons are streaming now on Max. Rome tells the story of the last days of the Roman Republic, the whole rise and fall of Julius Caesar, the politics, power struggles, betrayals, all of it. But the best part is, it's told through the eyes of these 2 Roman soldiers who end up in the middle of these huge historical events. This is seriously one of the most impressive historical dramas ever produced. Huge budget, incredible attention to detail, amazing sets. It makes ancient Rome look real and alive, from crowded streets to Senate chambers. It's about big historical moments, but also these smaller, personal stories you actually care about. Basically, history that feels unpredictable and exciting. You can watch both seasons on Max. So, that's the list. The top 10 historical series not on Netflix. I know I probably missed some good ones, so let me know which ones you think I should have included, or which ones are your personal favorites. That's all from me today, and see you next week.